What's up, YouTube? Southern Comic Geek coming to you with a comic book unboxing. An AOK, actually two AOKs from two different members in the community. And if you want to see what they sent me, stay tuned for the video. Now, before we get into all of this comic book goodness, go ahead and hit that like button and the subscribe button and the bell notification. So when videos like this go up live ever so randomly, you are one of the first people to know and can make the conscious decision as to whether or not to watch it now or later. As long as you watch it, we appreciate you. Talking about people that we appreciate, how about the ever-growing list of YouTube channel and Patreon members, people that are supporting the channel through that monthly membership, and they got their perks as well. So if you want to find out what those perks are for either of those two programs, the links are in the description below. Always a good time to save some money, and it's always a good time to make sure that those collectibles are kept in tip-top shape. If you are interested in need of getting those said collectibles, you can visit bcwsupplies.com for collection supplies regarding vinyl records, magazines, newspapers, so on and so forth. Use the coupon code SCG at checkout and save yourself 10% on the order. There is also a link in the description below for that as well. Also, there are a few of the regular first comic book exclusive for the channel. The gold and foil covers are gone, but there are a few of the regular covers that are still available. Very low print run, obviously an homage to Hulk 181. If you're interested in picking up one or more of these books, let me know over on Instagram. Southern Comic Geek, all one word. That is the front cover, and that is the back cover. With having said all that, I got two packages in the mail, and these two particular people had told me that they were sending a package my way, didn't really elaborate as to what those packages might have in them, but told me that the packages were on their way. It was funny that they kept asking, like, you haven't got that package yet? No, I haven't. So before I went out of town for vacation, I went by the post office, and they had the boxes there, and so I'm gonna open them up and give them their due. So the first AOK is from a channel, LCS. LCS, he is a Spidey fan, and he is a smaller channel. I'm going to leave a link in the description below. So if you're interested in checking out his channel, certainly feel free to go over there and show him some love. Doesn't cost you anything to sub him up. So he says, Jason, a random lot of valiant goodness for you. Enjoy, Brian -LCS. So Brian is his real name. And he must have ordered something from mycomicshop.com because it's got the little foam corner protectors in there. But nevertheless, let's see what we got here. When I got back into comic book collecting, AOK was a foreign term to me. It stands for act of kindness. And, because when I was collecting before, I was like, I'm getting mine. If I want to trade with somebody, that's one thing. But just sending people random stuff, no thanks. But as the community has grown and I've seen other people do it, I myself have sent AOKs to people. It's rewarding when you get that book that they've been needing for a long time to complete a run, or maybe one they couldn't find somewhere, so on and so forth. And certainly don't expect it back, but it is fun when channel subscribers do send stuff my way. This is Deathmate, and the foil prologue there. That's a Jim Lee and Bob Layton cover. Eternal Warrior number 13. We got another Deathmate prologue. We got Bloodshot number 0 chromium cover. watch the channel, you know that I pick up these chromium covers anytime I can get them. Usually they're on the cheap, and so pick that up. Hardcore number 6, number 8, number 11, Harbinger 21, Secret Weapons number 1. So when Valiant relaunched, they didn't call their superhero team Secret Weapons anymore. They called them Unity, I guess, because they weren't no longer a secret. But no, seriously, essentially Unity or Secret Weapons in this case is like the Avengers or Defenders. In other words, it's not really a prerequisite. Like with X-Men, the kind of prerequisite is that you have to be a mutant. There's a few exceptions to that, like Long Shot, but for the most part, you have to be a mutant. Well, like with Avengers, you're just a superhero guy, and so much the same with Secret Weapons or Unity. So then we got Secret Weapons number 2, Secret Weapons number 13, Archer and Armstrong number 11. So that's some Barry Windsor Smith goodness right there. Archer and Armstrong 13, which is a Rags Morales cover. Met Rags Morales a couple of months ago and got him to do a sketch cover for me. Cool guy. Archer and Armstrong number 14. And Bloodshot number 3. Bloodshot number 3. So glad. Thank you, Brian, for sending me that. And again, I am going to leave a link to hit LCS's channel in the description below, so you can go check him out. The other guy is probably a little more known in the community, not because he does content, because I don't know that he does. If he does, I'll leave a link in the description below. But if you don't see a link, it's probably because he doesn't do any content. Because to my knowledge, I don't think he does any content. But he is in various chats, auctions, etc., and he goes by the name Steven Spock. He's Steve. His dog's name is Spock. And then now he's got a cat named Worf. I don't think I got the backwards, but his pets' names are Spock and Worf. So obviously he's a Star Trek fan. And so he sent me a slab, which I'll show in a minute. And then he sent me these Aliens books. So this is Colonial Marines. Would that be Colonel Marines? I don't know. Aliens number 10. This is from Dark Horse Comics. Number 9. Number 8. And he had when I told him thank you for sending these, and I had finally got them. Number 7. He grabbed that little sucker thing out. Doesn't look like the aliens going to be too happy about that. Number 6. Had I ever read them? And I said, no, I had not. So he said, well, I thought you might enjoy that. So that was the reason why he sent this. Number 5. Number 4. Number 3. Number 2. And I'm really surprised he sent me this one because, look, reflection. So if you don't know, Steve collects reflective covers. So he must have an extra one of this. And then also number 1. He's biting onto a grenade. This is not going to end well. It's going to be pretty messy. So it's the whole set of this Aliens series. So that is pretty cool. Going to check that out. Never been a big Aliens guy. If I had to choose Aliens over Predator, I would go with Predator. More familiar with the franchise, but yeah, so check that out. He also sent me a Captain Marvel, the only real Captain Marvel, right? Which is Marvel. from number 5 from September of 1968. This is a Don Heck and John Tartaglione art, Don Heck cover, Arnold Drake story. This is some 12-cent goodness right here. This is before Marvel, of course, had ditched the green and white Kree costume for the red and blue one that most of us know. But this is an 8.0. It is white pages. So that's pretty good for a book like this. I had contemplated working on getting the whole series of Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel was just one of those heroes. I remember reading the story. Obviously, it had already come out. I didn't read it when it first came out. But the original story where he fought Nitro, and of course that ended up with it being what the cancer-causing agent that killed him. And he's one of the few characters that Marvel has left dead, which I guess maybe endears me to him for that reason. He is a Captain America-esque type of superhero, meaning that he's going to try to be on up and up regardless of what other people would do. And he's kind of a Superman type because he is an alien that has chosen to protect this world. And it's, of course, cost him, could do other things, but chooses to protect this world. I had thought about getting the covers, and I'd start on it, then I'd say, no, let me clear out the collection, and Captain Marvel gets the deal. But I do have several Captain Marvel issues. I've got Captain Marvel #1. I've got Marvel Superheroes, which is his first appearance. I've got several of the Drax stories that are in there. The Starling work that comes a little later. Of course, I've got the Nitro issue where he stops the canister from leaking, and the graphic novel, The Death of Captain Marvel. So I don't know. Maybe it'll be a one-day type deal, but because generally there's not a lot of big books in that Captain Marvel run. The second appearance of Thanos, I think it is in there. But I've got #1 already, and if you want his first appearance, I already got that as well. So not a lot of big expensive books in this run, so it's kind of easy to collect and kind of fun if you do it organically, just trying to come across it out there in the wild, because you just don't find that many of them. But so again, thank you, Steve, for that AOK, and also Brian at LCS. And if Steve has content, I'll link his channel in the description. And I know LCS puts out content, and I'm going to link his in the description below. Do appreciate you guys and the rest of the community for the support of the channel, whether you're a channel member, Patreon member, or you're just a subscriber to the channel and just watch our stuff. In either case, appreciate you. And if you take the time to watch these videos, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're interested in content like this, mystery box unboxings, channel auctions for comic books, etc., then feel free to subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And if you are a subscriber to the channel, share the information about the channel with other people who might not be familiar with me on Instagram or YouTube or whatnot, because I'm also selling books over on Whatnot as well. But until next time, folks, keep reading and keep collecting. Adios.